You said other cultures' conceptions of the roles and identities of man and women are spiritual and not biological, but to many people, the spiritual is more important and informs all else. Even within the Western context, which you didn't mention, androgyny was a thing, and they had this idea for very important reasons. Like you said, everyone's in a state of becoming, and this isn't superficial. You know, Dionysus wasn't just some dude dressing up as some chick. It puts into perspective our own ways of being. So is this not important? Is the spiritual not important? Ultimately, my question is, to what extent would one's thoughts and feelings and a society's conception of this make the word gender meaningful?
It's a good question. Yeah, the spiritual is important. Yeah, absolutely. But it's important, first of all, to establish that that is what we're talking about, because there's a category error here. There's usually when this claim is made by the left, they are portraying it as though these are these other cultures, this is their conception of biological reality.
So moving beyond that, would that matter? Because you only talk about the biological.
Sure. Well, so what are you saying? That you think spiritually it's possible for a man to have sort of the soul of a woman?
I mean, in some sense, I mean, you can just question it. I mean, it's not just a pure binary.
But how would that happen? How would a man end up with the soul of a woman?
Well, I mean, there's different spiritual conceptions of it. Like I said, within, the Western context, the Greeks had the idea of this archetype of eternal becoming, right? Like you yourself aren't. There's not this essentialist perspective of a man in a man's body or whatever. Like you don't actually know who you are. So you're kind of in this indefinite state of flux until you kind of figure it out. And to many people, this is important. It takes time. Like you're not just a man, maybe. This is just
right. There's a lot more that could be said about you than just that you're a man. But that's one of the baseline facts about you. And if there are no baseline facts about you at all, then
like what? Like just purely biological?
Fundamental, immutable facts about you. If there are none of those, then there's no you, and there's no you to talk about.